Hello, Libra. My name is Tiffany and welcome to Tiffany's Tarology. I'm going to be doing a monthly reading for the month of February for you. I hope that you enjoy this reading, and if you do want to get connected with me outside of this YouTube space, I do have some links in the description box that will connect you to my tarot Instagram as well as one-on-one readings with me. When I started this reading, or I was shuffling for this reading, I should say, I ended up dropping almost all of the cards on the floor. And so I feel like anytime things like that happen, there is sometimes energy that's attached to the reading where you might be feeling like things are all over the place or scattered or just not going in a way that you would like for it to go right now. Things happening like suddenly and unexpectedly. But with the South Node in Libra, I know there's a lot going on for you guys in your first house. So let's dive in to your tarot reading for February. We're going to be doing a Celtic cross. I don't have room to do the traditional Celtic cross. There'll be 5 cards across the top, 5 across the bottom. I'll try to get through this as quickly as I can. But if you guys enjoy this video, please give me a like. Subscribe to the channel to help me grow. I'm a baby channel and I would love to get connected with you. So we're going to start off with number 1, your current situation, followed by card number 2, which is your challenge. So for Libra Spirit, what is their current situation for the month of February? So you have the Empress and you have the Ace of Wands. For your challenge, what do we have for Libra? We have the 7 of Swords. Ooh, we will definitely clarify. Don't worry about the cards not being in focus as of yet. I will show all the cards as well as pull clarifiers. For your strength, you have the 9 of Cups. And then we're going to go ahead and pull your area of focus. The area of focus I like to think of almost as like a weakness or an area where you need to focus your energy because maybe energy is lacking in that area of your life. You have the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands in reverse, the Lovers, and the 5 of Swords. Interesting energy. I'm going to pull these over just a tad so we can fit all 5. And then for our near future for Libra, we have the Moon card. Okay. Card number 6 is going to be the recent past. The Tower. Advice for my dear Libra. 8 of Swords. Your environment, which is like factors from your environment that are affecting you. You have the Devil card. Your hopes and fears. 6 of Pentacles. And your potential outcome. 9 of Swords. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Wands, Libra. So where is it that you are looking to go next? I feel this energy of you are like, you know what? I thought I was going to plant my feet in this town with this person, with these people doing this thing. And you're starting to realize that there's a change in the dichotomy of where you were and what is giving you hope for the future, that you're having to really look at what is next and how can I get there? Because where you are, I see this 5 of Pentacles and this 10 of Swords energy. So there is definitely something afoot that's not super beautiful and awesome. But your current situation with the Empress and the Ace of Wands, I see you really trying to make your dreams a reality and to stay positive. Information is coming in, inspiring action is taking place, and you are working on your abundance, right? So if you're creative, I see you being very creative, sitting in your power, attracting, not chasing, right? Being about your business, doing what it is that you love, or finding some kind of passion in, whatever it is that you're doing. For some of you, because I did see the Lovers card come out, you might be pregnant or thinking about getting pregnant, moving forward with the relationship, especially because the Empress is about fertility. But it's not always a physical baby. Sometimes it's a spiritual baby, or it's like a project we're working on. So whatever the case might be, I do see you're currently looking at what does this current situation inspire me to do? And how will I reap my harvest in due time? Because when we look at the Empress card up close, she's sitting with like this wheat on her lap, and there's a whole cornucopia at the bottom. There's something that you're calling in: fertility, abundance, health, wealth, all of that. And you're really having to take inspired action. But I see behind your back, your challenge area is coming from the Seven of Swords. There's someone lying, cheating, stealing, doing something behind your back that is not aligning with your best and greatest outcome. So although you're trying to be inspired and work your hardest and do your best, you're running into negative energies. And as well as with the Devil card being in your environment, there is someone or something that is really toxic. I see you seeing through this though, eventually. But in February, I feel like your worst fears are going to come to the forefront. And you're going to have to strategize on how to move forward, because I don't think you're going to really see where all of this is coming from in February. But I do believe that eventually you will figure out how to get away from this person or to move forward, because your strength honestly is beautiful. With the Nine of Cups, you have created your own place at the table. If we zoom in, she's sitting there with her child, and there's a whole dinner arranged on the table, and they're in a beautiful courtyard with the waterfalls. And so there's a lot of positivity about making your dreams come true, going after your goals, being very self-motivated. But I feel like there is someone around you who may be jealous of this, who doesn't understand it, who doesn't appreciate it, and is not really on your team. But your strength is you are very self-motivated, self-willed, happy on your own. You can do your own thing. You always have. I see a lot of independence about you. With the area of focus, though, it's a little interesting. I see here, again, more people. Page of Wands in reverse, the Lovers, and the Five of Swords. So for those of you who are dealing with a relationship, I feel like you're not on the same page. The sex life isn't that great. The passion isn't that great. We're not spending time with each other. So like when we look at the page in reverse, it's like there's miscommunication, misfiring. The energy is off, right, between this situation with these lovers. With the Five of Swords, you're also arguing and battling over frivolous things that don't matter. And while I see you trying to go after your goals, your visions, your dreams, this person is not being very honest with you. And I feel like in a way being manipulative with you. And there might be a third party, because you don't often see the image of like a third person. But this is supposed to be the angel, but this looks very much so like a person to me at times. But if we zoom in, they don't have angel wings on. So I really do feel like there may be a third person, a third party, someone that's coming into the mix that's causing some issues with you. And you are actually fighting with that person who's not doing right by you, who's not standing by you, who's not trying to put in the effort that you're putting into the situation. And they might be gaslighting you and making you feel like you're the one who caused the issues. You're the one who has all the problems. And what I see here again, if we zoom in, this man and this woman are both like, I don't know how I feel about that. And then there's this innocent bystander who really could be embodying your energy. And you're like, what's going on here? And what did I miss? Right? So I feel like there is something that you, in a relationship, in a contract, in some kind of business situation, even with a family member or a friend that you're really close to, there is the potential that there are some things out of alignment, where there is being crossfire and conversations that are not leading you anywhere. So for your near future, Spirit is having you tap into the truth, being illuminated by your next steps forward. You're like, I don't really know exactly where this is going. I don't exactly know who this person is that, is showing up all of a sudden as this instigator, as this problem maker. But I feel like Spirit is saying, trust your intuition, listen to your gut. And if something is telling you that something in this relationship that you have is off, and it's not going to allow you to sit in your Empress energy, and not going to allow you to sit at the table of the Nine of Cups energy, you really need to be careful and wary, But I always like to reference what my father always would say. He'll say, what's done in the dark will come to the light. So how I feel is this person that's being not so great, they will get found out. You will be able to see through this deceptive energy that's trying to make its face shown, right at you. I feel like there's going to be clarity that you receive, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, that is why this happened. So in your recent past, could have been even a couple of days ago, there was a big falling out. I feel like either you found out some information, you sat down and saw something you didn't mean to see, you got gaslighted, a huge conversation could have blown up, you could have had an argument, whatever the case is, and Spirit is saying this was a fated event. It was to challenge you in some way, to see if you would be able to be resilient and move forward. Let's clarify this Tower, because however this Tower came to be, your advice is to really just get out of your head with that 8 of Swords coming up. So what was this Tower, Spirit? What was this Tower for Libra? What did they in the recent past experience as a Tower that led to this debacle, this situation? Okay, a King of Swords. Yep. So there was likely someone who came at you with very witty words, who came at you with illusion. I never really think of that unless this is in the reverse. So because we have the 7 of Swords, I feel like this king was trying to stand in their King of Swords energy, but they were really the 7 of Swords. They weren't who they seemed that they actually were. And you were made aware of this by this Tower moment. The truth, there we go. The truth came out. King of Swords can also be a truth teller, wisdom. There was some clarity that was gained. So your advice from Spirit is to really take this blindfold off and stop being so naive. Like, really pay attention to the people around you, to the situations around you. Ask yourself, am I really living my best life? Is this person or this situation a positive in my life? Am I really going to allow myself to be treated like this and subjected to gaslighting and to, foolery and all of that? And you really just have to take that energy out of the equation and figure out how to move yourself forward. With the 8 of Swords, she's bound. She has swords all around her, but you are going to have to take the blindfold off, get out of the mindset that you can't move forward, and begin to build yourself back up. Little by little. There's these self-limiting beliefs, these chains you feel to this person, these vices that you might have. You're feeling like there's really no way forward but to stay in the situation. So you're allowing yourself to stay stuck. But Spirit says, pay attention to the red flags, to the signs, to the fact that there is not much left for you in this situation other than hurt and sorrow. And quite honestly, disparity, because in your hopes and fears, you're like, am I receiving less than I am due? Is this really I hate to say this, but some of you are in a toxic situation because you almost don't know that you can do better, and you don't feel that you could even if you tried. You can do better. You are the Empress. You have this beauty about you. You are going to receive what is due to you. You deserve that Ace of Wands energy. You don't deserve to be treated like a peasant or a beggar or secondhand. You are valuable. You are important. But if you don't get out of your head, your potential outcome is to really go inwards and be in your head. So it is going to be a challenging month for you to get out of this 8 and 9 of Swords mentality. You have to let go of this feeling of being trapped with, I want to say within your own mind, because it's not real. There's this illusion, the near future, that you're going to have to see through. There's delusion and illusion being projected at you, especially from someone who's not even being honest. I hope that when you watch this tarot video, you see that someone is making you feel this way, and that they're not even really standing in their truth. And what you're perceiving as the truth from this supposedly noble person is actually just a disaster. It's just a disaster waiting to happen. And you are being forced to look at this situation and say, how can I move past this tower? What I found out, what happened, and get through it. This might mean that you need to do therapy, walks outside, get out in nature. But whatever you do, you need to get out of your head. For this potential outcome, Spirit, anything else we can know about it? Because I don't want you to end on like, oh, your potential outcome is stress and anxiety. But I do feel like it gives you something to think about in case you need help to get through that, knowing that it might be there. Yeah, Page of Cups. You aren't receiving your due worth. You have to actually realize that what you're getting is a fish in a cup. Anything else we can know, Spirit, about this Nine of Swords and this potential outcome? Sorry about that. It's just not worth your time. You deserve a King of Cups, or you deserve a, an Ace of Cups energy, but you're getting this Page of Cups. Eight of Wands. You're going to be going in a whole new direction. And back at the bottom of the deck, like we started, Three of Wands. I think you're going to have to really sit with yourself and ask yourself, like, is this what I think I deserve? Is this who I want to, kind of allow to hold all this information over my head? Am I going to accept these pages? So you not only got the Page of Wands, which is like love is just not, it's not the right love. It's an immaturity there. And the Page of Cups, it's like, no, you deserve that king, at least a night, right? Like at least a night. But there's all this confusion going on because they're gaslighting you. And you have so much prosperity, beauty. They might have you feeling out of sorts, second guessing yourself, but don't do that. We're going to go ahead and pull 3 oracle cards from the Sacred Travelers deck for my dear Libra to try to give you some more clarity on how to move forward. Okay. Let's see what we got. That was an interesting way those fell out, but we're just going to do it. You have fogged in, go slow, take time, overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Valiant courage, take action with passion. Then you have transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. And your last card is wonders, universe, walk in beauty. So we'll start here. With the fogged in, it says go slow, take time. You're not seeing the complete picture. There is on the bottom of the deck, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, a card that says distant thunder, clear the air. You and this person are not seeing eye to eye because I feel like they're leaving you in the dark. You know how they say smoke and mirrors? That's what I get from this fogged in card. That there is a battle kind of awaiting this ship as they go through the fog, but they might not know what they're being put up against because there's this layer of deception, this layer of fog. But Spirit wants you to know you are going to overcome this. You are going to be able to pull this sword out of the stone. You are going to be able to do something that people thought was impossible. Maybe that you thought was impossible. And you're going to actually be stronger for it because there's this belief in yourself. With valiant courage, it's not going to be easy to go through this tower moment or to go through the tower moment that you already went through because it did say recent past. So I feel like it could have been still within February because we are a couple days into February now. But there's this courage to walk away and actually face the situation in a way that you can walk out being the victor. I don't see you being like, you know what? I want to work this out. You're like, you know what? I'm getting out of here. And you go through this big transformation internally where it says a fresh new way of living emerges. So you begin to find yourself, you find your wings, you actually embrace the Empress energy. You start to do the things that you know you can do that you didn't allow yourself to do because you were trapped in this mentality. This again gives me like that 8 of Swords energy where she's under the tower with all those swords and the blindfold on. It's like this distant thunder, this argument, conversation, realization that you're going to come to understand is going to help you push into a brand new chapter of your life, a phoenix rising from the ashes, a rebirth, a re-understanding of who you are, realizing your worth, not taking no for an answer, not settling for less anymore. And with Wonders Universe, it says walk in beauty. I think you're also going to see how protected and how divinely guided you are through this entire situation. And how even when wool was pulled over your eyes and the fog rolled in and all that, you're going to actually be able to walk out more victorious than most because you have such a deep connection with Spirit. And Spirit is showing you through all these transits, and especially with the South Node in Libra, with relationships being triggered. You rule relationships and things being in duality and fairness, right? So you're going to actually be able to see, this is the result of me walking away. This is the result in due time. I don't think, again, that's going to come in February, but trust in your intuition, trust your guides, trust what you're going through is to get you to a better place. So with all that being said, my dear Libra, I hope that you have a wonderful February. Keep your head up. Don't let anyone take advantage of you, or, don't allow yourself to be taken by surprise. You've got this. And I believe in you wholeheartedly. But I will see you in the next one, and take care. Bye, guys.